Now after that you will see that Ashoka comes into the power. When Ashoka comes into the power, he would try to expand it more furtherly. Okay, firstly, or the initially, the Ashoka was sent as a governor, okay, at the central region. Now Ashoka had other 99 brothers, it is said in the stories. Okay, so when Ashoka came to know that his father is getting older, okay, and he is on the deathbed, that time Ashoka, it is said that Ashoka killed his all 99 brothers, okay, except one, okay, and he got on the throne. Okay, and in this way Ashoka, being the younger son, still he got on the throne. This was the reason why did Ashoka grieve more. Why? Because he followed the tendency of acquisition. Okay, he had the legacy of acquiring the new kingdoms. Whatever were not under the Mauryan Empire, he used to concentrate on that. And that is why you will see that up till the Chandragupta Maurya or Bindusara, we were not having the Kalinga region or the present Odisha region. Okay, and that is why during the Ashoka period, after the Kalinga War was being fought, and it, as I am saying since 2 to 3 lecture, that it was a war which was fought very fiercely. Okay, like many people, many warriors stood to death during this period, and he found by his eyes that how the family becomes unsupportive, insecure whenever a man from the family dies, whenever a breadwinner from the family dies. And that is why after this Kalinga War, Ashoka changed completely his mindset. Okay, and right from the best warrior, he will be coming towards a sustaining warrior, like not sustaining, but yes, he would be standing strong, but he would be not doing any other war like the Kalinga War. Okay, and that is why it is said that the Kalinga War was one of the deadliest war which was being fought by the King Ashoka. Okay, and during this war only, the King Ashoka was known as the Chandashoka, because it is being said that Ashoka fought such fiercely, okay, that in through a single sword he used to cut near about more than, like it is said in the story, although it might be mythical, but yes, it is said that he used to cut near about 20 to 30 heads in the single fan of sword. Okay, so this is the fiercefulness through which he fought for his expansion. Okay, and the Chanda Ashoka would be getting little realization that such kind of wars would destroy the humanity, such kind of wars would destroy the families on the larger scale. Okay, such kind of wars would unstable the polity of that particular region, the culture of that particular region. And that is why you will see that the Ashoka would be turning slowly towards the peaceful existence. Okay, so here he would be having the direct contact to the people of the kingdom, okay, through the inscription. Like for example, if a common man is, if he is having much more fear from his king, so he will never share his problems, he will never appreciate the efforts made by the king. And that is why Ashoka thought that I should directly talk with the people. Now, directly talking of the people was not possible if he is to handle such a larger or such a vast empire, right? So he used this inscription, these stones, to talk with the people of his kingdom. Okay, so whenever there was an important event, whether it is the happy celebration or whether it is the death of any particular minister from the kingdom, okay, so that time for this essential or the significant events, he used to mark it on the inscriptions. Okay, he used to mark this event on the inscription, and that is why from this history we come to know what Ashoka did and how he did, how he performed all the administrative rituals or all the economical decisions that he took during his period. Okay, now he was also called as the Buddha Shakya. Now you will see after the Kalinga War, as I said, he would be following the peaceful means. Okay, so here he was also called as the Buddha Shakya. Buddha Shakya means disciple of Buddha or the disciple of Buddhism. Okay, so he was also called as the Buddha Shakya through the Musky Edict. Okay, now it is written in the ancient text. Okay, the Buddha Shakya. He was also called as the Dharmashoka. Okay, on the Sarnath inscription. Now the Sarnath pillar is the pillar you might be remembering. Okay, it is our national inscription. Okay, now here it is lion somewhat like this. Okay, fine. So this is the pillar which is carved on the single rock. Okay, so here it is the shingle shaft. Now this is also known as monoshaft. Monoshaft. Okay, so here on the Sarnath inscription, he is also called as the Dharma Ashoka. That is, he is following his Dharma. Okay, and the Dharma was also termed as the Dhamma. Okay, Dhamma in the Buddhist text. Okay, and that is why he was also called as Dhammashoka or the Dharma Ashoka. Okay, he was also called as the Devampiya. That is, he is sent by the gods to protect each and every citizen, each and every human being on the earth. Okay, so that is why he was also called as the Devampiya. Okay, he was also called as the Piyadasi. Okay, now Deepavamsa and Mahavamsa calls him as a Piyadasi. Okay, now the Kalinga War was fought at the Odisha, which we have discussed already, and Ashoka was a king who organized the third Buddhist council. So first was during Ajatshatu, second was during Kakavarnam, right? And the third is during the Ashoka. Okay, so here the third Buddhist council was taken place at the Pataliputra itself. Okay, the second also and the third also. Okay, and here the Dhamma, okay, Dharma was known as the Dhamma in the Prakrit language. Now Dhamma means Dharma, and Dharma means principles on which each of the king and each of the citizen has to follow his everyday activities. Okay, so the Ashoka's administration was based on the Dhamma principles. It was based on the Dhamma principles, and these Dhamma principles were inscripted on the rock edicts, whether major edicts, whether minor edicts. Now Ashoka used to also construct the stupas. Okay, stupas, it is a dome shaped like architecture. We'll study in further discussion. Okay.